Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been what, 10 seconds since my last video. Literally filming these two back to back as I've got the time to spend with you guys because I've been so busy. It's been unreal. So in the midst of Storm Kiara, I am indoors and outside is just, I'm looking out my window right now and I'm like, no, I'm not going out, and thank God I didn't go out. So I hope you enjoyed my last reading list video, because I've got a festive list for you now. Now I know it's not Christmas, but I managed to compile a list full of books that I think would really bring the Christmas spirit forward. And you're probably wondering, why the hell are you doing this so close to Valentine's? I know. It makes no sense, it really doesn't, but I didn't have much time because I was working as a Christmas temp, and I couldn't film much in January because I was coming to terms with that job ending and also applying for other jobs. I'm currently working again and today's my day off, so I thought, why not? I haven't seen you in a while and I have a channel, you know, and I actually did really miss my channel. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first book of the festive reading list is J.R.R. Tolkien's Letters from Father Christmas. Now, I bought the book, I got the book for my birthday, which is early December, and I wasn't able to read it until January, which, if you go to church, January still counts as Christmas until Candlemas, which this year was 2nd of February. Yeah, I know, still it's middle of February, but hell with it, I'm filming. So yeah, this book, I love the fact that there's a polar bear in it, you know. I do. I really love the fact that there's a polar bear in it. The North Polar Bear was my favourite character, which hello, Koki. Yeah, I had to mention him. So yeah, the North Polar Bear. It was really cheering me up in that period in January. So I'm glad that I found it. All these books for Christmas really have some meaning behind them, because if you've watched my previous videos, they've been able to help me through some really difficult times, some really dark times, and this is one of them. So I got the audio book as well, and I just love the ensemble cast on it. If I can just find the list for you of who was reading on Audible. It's narrated by Derek Jacobi, John Moffat and Christian Rudska, I think. And it was just, with the music and the impersonations, I thought it was really good. So oh, you can't see, can you? I don't know if you can see that. Just checking GDPR and all that. I don't want any of my personal details on YouTube. And see, this is what the thing, I never plan my videos. I never rehearse my videos, so that's one myth I've debunked. But yeah, getting back on top. Cracking book. I love the artwork and how it's got different, the way it's written and the way they're so beautifully preserved. It's definitely worth it. Anyway, moving swiftly on, I've got another book for you. There's a few books here, actually. So the second one is another one I got last year for my birthday. 'Twas The Night Shift Before Christmas by Adam Kay, and very interesting. I found this book to be very interesting because it never occurred to me as a reader about this approach and what the things that we take for granted, like the fact that there are people working on Christmas Day, from carers to people on the NHS, firefighters, many other people who probably escape me, but you probably know the answer as well. And it really does give you perspective, and I love that. It's definitely worth reading, you know. And this is the first book of his that I have read, and I have to say, maybe I might grab a few more, whether it be in book form or in Audible form or Kindle edition. I will definitely like to learn more. But it's a really good perspective. I love that book, so I recommend that one as well. Moving on to the next book, it's Tidings of Comfort and Joy by Pam Rhodes. This book, I have nothing but love for this book because it helped me through the most difficult time of my life over Christmas. I was working for a company that weren't really all that ethical, shall we say, and how can I put this? I might as well just come right out and say it. At the time, I was working 18 hours a day and only getting paid for 5, which you would think is, oh my God, how is that even possible? I will not reveal what that company's name is, but because also I have since left that company, I found the strength to leave that company, and emotionally and mentally I was hanging by a thread, and the only thing that was keeping me going was this book right here. It talks about love, it talks about loss, it gave me a lot of Christmas spirit. It made me laugh, it made me cry. It was practically perfect in every way. And I recently got this book for my friend as well, who is training for the priesthood, and he loves it. He literally told me that it's one of his favourite books, so I'm pleased to hear it. I love this book so much, and thank you, Pam, for getting me through a really difficult time. Moving slightly onwards, I've recently finished reading this book, Quality Street Girls by Pt2, and I felt really strongly about this book because it's got a strong female cast and a strong message in it, and I love the ending. And from what I gather, there's another book in the series coming out soon called The Mothers of Quality Street, I think it's called. Let me see. Yeah, it's called The Mothers of Quality Street, and that's out in a few weeks. My god, I can't wait for that book, because this one actually moved me quite to tears. I won't say why, and I won't give you any spoilers. If you haven't read it, I strongly suggest giving it a try, but definitely one to read, especially if you like chocolate. I mean, who doesn't? I have a really big sweet tooth. Yeah. Another book that I sadly don't have, and that I forgot to mention in the previous video, was The Vine Witch. I read that in summer last year, and that's got another book coming out as well called The Glamourist. It's about wine and witches in France. Who doesn't love that? If you're looking for artwork, I am using my phone. I'm just getting a picture there for you. There we go. The Vine Witch by Luann G. Smith, which might not be Christmassy, and going slightly off topic, but I love a good read. Another book that the final two books that I've got for this festive list is one that I have read in ASMR on my channel previously. Came from here, A Literary Christmas. I read The Oxen out of this book here, and if you're wondering what it is, it's a collection of different works. It's got In the Bleak Midwinter, it's got The Oxen, and many more. And I read this in Christmas 2018. I'd left my job because of difficult circumstances, and reading was just an escape for me at that time. So I have a lot of love for this book and the next book in particular, and I know you'll find me saying that a lot, but trust me, when you get a good book, you know exactly how it feels. Yeah, so in here the authors include Jane Austen, George Eliot, G.K. Chesterton, D.H. Lawrence, Emily Bronte, Thomas Hardy, Christina Rossetti, Samuel Pepys, Anthony Trollope, and Benjamin Zephaniah. But I think there was a few more by I think there was one or two from like Charles Dickens as well. Yeah, there was. I'm just looking through it now, and there's so many. There's a little bit of artwork there for you before Christmas. So if you're looking for a nice, decent read over Christmas, that would be one of them. Which brings me to the final book in the series. This is Snowman by Raymond Briggs and Michael Morpurgo. I love this book. I grew up on the Snowman. I was born in 1986, so I'm old enough to remember the Snowman, along with many other generations after me, which I hope will be loads. And you can't do your Christmas reading list without the Snowman, you know, in some way, shape or form, you know. Who doesn't love Walking in the Air as well? I literally, in my mind, when I was reading that book, I literally imagined myself thinking, we're walking in the air. And I think I must have played it once or twice off my phone when I was reading it, and I was like, oh, made me feel really warm and festive inside. Yeah. So that's it. I don't really reveal a lot about my life on YouTube. I try to keep it on topic, but as I kind of upload here and there, I guess it's inevitable that when you talk about deep feelings, a lot of things just kind of bubble to the surface. A lot of emotion, a lot of thoughts and feelings, and I suppose in a way it's necessary. But yeah, definitely these books are amazing. I love reading, so I hope you enjoy. See you soon.